Hey, welcome to the channel. Sean from LiDAR Precise Plans. We're a leader in 3D scanning innovation. Coming to you here live today from Chandler, Arizona. And as you can tell, it's been raining. So originally I was going to make you one type of video, but because of the day that I'm having here, I'm going to shoot a different type of video for you and just kind of show you all the unexpected things that can arise while you're scanning a project. So anyway, Chandler, Arizona is right next to Phoenix. Phoenix is never rains essentially, except today when we're scanning. So yep, so it's been a bit of a challenge here. One of the problems is you can't scan when it rains, otherwise your equipment will get wet and you'll be out $80,000+, the cost of the scanner. Anyway, so what we've been doing here this morning is kind of waiting for the rain to stop, taking a couple scans. Once the rain starts a little bit again, you bring the scanner back in and you go around the building. You got to connect the dots where you can. But yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge. We're just, racing, trying to get as many scans as possible while there's no rain. So fortunately right now it looks a little bit better than it has all this morning. So we can get a couple more exterior and then we'll finish up the exterior of this project. The project we're working on today is a restaurant. So yeah, it's a restaurant by a mall. And new tenants going in, so they need BIM model so they can do their designs. So that's what we're here, and I was going to show you how to scan like for a retail business like this, but instead I'm going to show you the pitfalls that can happen and things that can come up when you least expect it on these jobs. You got to improvise. It's all about changing strategy. So yep, here we go. So in addition to trying to dance around the rain here, coming in and out while the rain stops. We go to find out that now there's no power too. So that's another hurdle that can happen while on a job site. And I have tricks and tips to get around that as well. So we wanted to take a bunch of color scans on the interior of this building today, but there's no power. So it's going to be very, very difficult. So we're just going to have to do black and white scans and try for the best. Originally the client wanted it, but after talking to him, they can't figure out how to get the power on, so we're just going to have to work with what we can and do what we can. As you can see, it's light enough in here for sure, but when we get back into weird little rooms, that's when there's going to be an issue. Here's the back of house, kitchen and stuff. Like, you can't see anything. Your photos are not going to come up nicely back here at all. It's not even worth putting a color scan on because it would take too much time. So we're just going to end up doing black and whites back here for sure. But the next hurdle is going to be, how do we charge the scanner once we run out of batteries? So I got some tips and tricks for you there. So yeah, let's see. So one tip is you bring a battery pack. Always pack one of these, giant battery pack. Every single Leica bag that we have has little pouches, and we stick one of these in there, and we always charge this every time we charge our scanner batteries. When we charge the laptop or the iPad batteries, we always plug this in as well. So this is fully charged. So a day like today, it's perfect. When we have no power here, we can't. If the iPad runs out, scanner runs out, phone runs out, we could plug in. Not that we could plug the scanner into this because the scanner batteries are different, but you can charge all your little items like your iPad, like your phone, like your little lights. I have lights for the inside here. So a lot of things you can charge off this little guy, and it's a real big one, so it lasts forever. Okay, so as you can see, super dark in here. Some of these rooms are like very, very, very dark where you can't even see anything. So in order to get around, first of all, we're not going to be able to take color images. It's just too dark. If I had a bunch of lights, little work lights or something, I could do it. But I only have one little work light with me, so we're gonna have to stay in black and white for the photo. So this is what I'm talking about. So work light. You can purchase a work light like this, pretty cheap over at Lowe's. And then, you know, you can kind of set, if you have a bunch of these, you can set them up, and then you can still kind of do color scans with that. But today, the client approved us just to do the black and white, so I'll show you another thing that we have is this this headlight. Okay, so this helps us out a lot when we're working in spaces like this, because I mean I can't even see a foot in front of my face in there. So you know, we just put this on our head and we can take all the lights, or we can have all the light that we need. Let's see, how do you do this again? Okay, right there. So yep, okay, all you need. So now you can walk the whole space, and you can wait a minute, I think it's sideways. Yeah, there we go. There it is. That's it right there. Okay, so looks like Daft Punk or something, but it's not. It's a headlight. So I can show you. Now when we walk in these, now when we walk in these rooms, you know, you can see a whole lot better. Now we can see what we're doing here. I can see everything. So yeah, now we can take pictures, we can do whatever, but this is a very, very handy tool. It comes in, a tool that comes in handy when you need to walk a space like this. I showed you the two little tricks. One, dancing in and out of the rain, which is a pain. The other one is a headlight for when you walk around in a dark space when there's no power. The real problem, though, when you're scanning a place with no power is, how do you charge your batteries? Because the batteries do not last all that long when you're scanning. When you need hundreds of scans, they'll go, you know, you can go through batteries in 3-4 hours. So if you're on site for like 10-12 hours and you don't have a bunch of extra batteries, you're going to have to charge. We typically have 4 batteries for each scanner, so we'll have 2, and then we scan 2. We scan with the first 2, and then we'll after you burn through those, then you start charging with the charger in an outlet on a job site. Usually a job site has power. This one does not. It was supposed to have power, it does not. You can't plug into this thing, which I showed you before, which is handy for charging your devices. But this is the biggest takeaway. This is the biggest takeaway from the job today. So let me show you this little tip and this little trick that I got. Okay, so all right, so I've got this battery on 4 wheels over here, which comes in very handy when you need to charge stuff. I've got my own plugs and adapters in the back. I'll show you. Okay, so as you can see, my handy dandy little area. So typically what I do is I plug in right here. Unfortunately, it's raining off and on today in Phoenix, which is very odd. But anyway, so what do? You can't leave the batteries out here in the rain. Fortunately, I brought my extension cord. So here's what we do. We plug the extension cord in to our outlets. See our outlets? And then I run the extension cord in the car. Alright, there we have it. Plug in. Run the extension cord into the car. As you can see, it's raining again. So no power. No when you're scanning in the rain with no power, no problem. You could do this with a regular car too. I think you just have to leave the car running though. But because of my electric vehicle, I can just plug right in, run that extension cord to the inside, and I'm done. That's a wrap for me from Chandler, Arizona, scanning a restaurant project in the rain with no power. I hope these tricks help you, and I'll see you next time. Please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell so we can bring you further videos. Thanks again from LiDAR Precise Plan, the leader in 3D scanning innovation. Thank you. Bye.